What up, What up, Boxing World? This is Boxing Vibez TV. We back in full effect. Give me the best analysis on YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, you name it. We all the way out here. We got the champ back. Excuse me. We got the two-time champ back.
Come on, somebody.
Riddick act like you know Big Daddy Bowe. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the rest of the crew because we got a guest of the
peons.
We peons to a giant right now. So let me go ahead and go to the secondary and introduce the crew. We got JD.
8-1 Trey all day.
Hey.
JD get down Brown.
We got Q.
Q in the building, man. Dead fresh like a last breath, man. Right here now. What we got?
And we got yours truly, Jay, the moderator. Attempted moderator, man. They be kicking my ass. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Do we got a pod quote of the day, JD?
Yes. We still have another pod quote of the day. And we have another live one. And this was a very, very great one. You know, all of us on this set have experienced some level, as far as me, Q, and Jay, of majoring in something in school. I did psychology.
Yeah,
Jay did psychology.
Yeah.
Dog Q studied up in college. But our Mr. Bowe,
he went
has
to
an ology.
Yeah.
He has an ology that he studied. And sir, what ology is that?
My degree is kick-assology.
Kick-assology. And with that being said, we gonna jump right into the topic. Hey, you know what though? We forgot to tell the people what to do. JD, tell the people what to do.
Right, and if you're down with the vibes, hit the notification bell and subscribe.
Join the tribe, because if not, we got Big Daddy Bowe going. You already know.
You already know. Keep his name
you
out
might
your
not
mouth.
make it back.
You know what I'm saying? Do what he say. Your ass get laid.
You better tighten up.
All right, so we're going to get into the first topic, and we're going to call you Bowe. Is it cool we call you Bowe?
Call me Bowe.
Whenever you want to chime in, we're going to run the show like normal. Whenever you want to go ahead. I mean, you're the only person in the building that's really qualified to do it. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you want to interrupt, jump in, chime in, give your big thoughts on a big situation.
I got you.
Please feel free. All right, so we had discussed this earlier a little bit about Wilder, Joshua, and Fury, the whole big deal about now there's possibly fighting in the Allegiant Stadium on July 24th, and that's Wilder and Fury, which kind of put Joshua and Fury at a war of words, where Joshua was like, hey,
Joshua
knew you
was
had
furious.
Yeah, Joshua was furious. Like, hey, you knew you had this coming. Why are you going out and announcing the fight?
Right.
And then Wilder's sitting there releasing all these, videos of him fainting, going to the body, slipping, like a resident champ,
outside.
Big Daddy Bowe was talking about, right? So what is your take, JD, on as far as how the events transpire? A long time ago, you were saying he's mad that Tyson Fury is trying to move on. It seemed a little slippery. What do you feel? And then we can go ahead, kick it to Q, and then Big Daddy Bowe, you can go ahead and say what you feel in the situation.
You know, I expected this to transpire the way it did, because I told y'all a long time ago, man, when I felt it was very odd when we heard not a word from Deontay Wilder for months after he took that beating at the hands of Tyson Fury. We did not hear one word from him. And then suddenly, what would y'all say was it probably about the end of summer?
End of summer.
Somewhere around there, suddenly Wilder rose up and we began to hear all types of stuff from his camp. And then sure enough, we get to December and Tyson Fury tries to move on from fulfilling his contractual obligation. So ultimately, I'm not surprised that it went to arbitration. And then now we're at a point where we're about to get this third fight between the two. Honestly, I never liked it from the get-go, because I do feel that Wilder, at the particular time when he was about to fight Tyson Fury, he didn't have to give Tyson Fury a shot at his name. You know, Fury was dealing with his own personal problems, dealing with his own personal issues, and Wilder was like, you know what, man, I want to be the best. You know, I want to be the best heavyweight, so I'll face you, Tyson. Even though you dusting yourself off from personal issues, I'm not going to make you go that route of fighting all these other guys on the way back up the ladder. I'm going to go ahead and make this fight with you, Tyson. And so when he did that and gave Tyson a crack at his name, which at that time we all know Deontay Wilder, even though wasn't the most popular heavyweight in the world, he definitely was at the top at that point. People feared him most. You know, Wilder looked at it like, man, hey, man, I gave you a shot. So how could you try to swindle out of our contract? So ultimately, I'm not surprised that we're at this point when it comes to, them having to make this third fight. I'm excited about it, but I'm really not surprised at it at all. But what you think about it, Q? Before we toss it to Mr. Bowe.
Right. Man, I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited about it. And and the things you said make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Now that we are in the place that we are, it look like you were right, brother. He was quiet for the longest because he already knew that
the contract.
He should have his crack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My only issue with that was I feel like he needed to do what he's doing now. And maybe he been, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like he got the right nucleus with him and Malik Scott. I love that. I love their energy. They seem like and I know they actually fought or whatever. And they've had a long time. They have a history, and it looked like it's really transpiring with the mitts and the workout. And I really love that combo. So I'm very excited. I was excited about Joshua Fury. I'm excited about any type of unification bout, especially heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So it's been since Leonard Lewis beat Holyfield or whatever and was unified at heavyweight a long time ago. So now, either way it go, these are the top three juggernauts. These are the top three guys, and hey, trying to be in the building July 24th, like we was in the building. You know what I'm saying? February 22nd.
It might be a different outcome with a new skill set. So let me ask you, Bo, Champ, who wins that fight, that trilogy fight? Who are you taking? Fury or Wilder?
Wilder.
Wilder? Okay. Oh, you say Wilder because the big right hand, or?
No, I think that if he can use what he's been practicing, he's gonna be the bomb.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put something on the situation because we are part of the YouTube social media stratosphere, so I see people's comments who are actually angry that Wilder got this fight, and you sent me something, JD, where Sergio Mora called it block squad, like he blocked something, and one thing I appreciate about the heavyweight champs of old, like we got Bowe and the guys who fought each other, is they wanted to be the best, right? They didn't want anybody out there saying they were the best, they were better. No, they didn't want anybody saying anything. Come see me. Deontay Wilder, along with Anthony Joshua, held up the heavyweight division while Tyson Fury was off taking care of his personal issues. Nobody thought that after Wilder got I don't want to say got off easy against Luis Ortiz, but I don't want to say got lucky either, but he got off that big shot and got out of that fight. Right. Nobody thought he should go back and fight him again. He went back and fought him again because he wanted to make the best fight. He wanted no question who was the best heavyweight is. And so for me, it's mind-boggling to see these comments. Oh, it's gonna happen again. Go ahead.
He should have listened, because you see what happened.
But that's
he ain't been the same since.
but see, we as fans, I appreciate it just because he wants to try to be the best. And I think that's a problem with boxing, where everybody's afraid to lose. There's so many fights not happening that should be happening. And
see, in my run, it wasn't like that. In my run, you ain't have time to think about losing.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You fight who's up next. So for me, it's like I want to really celebrate Wilder just because I've always said this. After when the first fight came up, I said, I don't know, it's iffy. After I saw it, I said Tyson Fury is definitely going to win the second one. I even got so convinced that I started believing that it was going to be a knockout. I didn't say I was 100% sure, so I don't want to rewrite history too much. But I was really leaning towards there being a knockout. I remember you and I got on an argument about that, JD. But I also said I've been consistent about this. I think the third fight, we're going to see the best Deontay Wilder we're ever going to see. Right. And I think after he learned those lessons, I really think, as Bo is explaining, if he can do what he learned, feint, go to the body, we're going to see it. We'll see a different outcome.
So, JD, when the last time you had a fight?
Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So that means I can take you now.
Listen,
you probably can.
Listen, you probably beat all of them.
Boy, if I showed you something, boy, you'd be mad with me, man.
Oh man, so